It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 322. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, Noelle Herzog.
Hello.
Hi, Noelle. Thank you so much for being here. Season 11, episode 11 of 90 Day Fiance.
I feel like this is episode 100.
I don't really feel like that.
No, here's the thing. I don't hate it. It's like, I can't believe it's only been 11 episodes of this, though.
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know how I feel. I feel nothing.
Yeah, here's the thing. I guess I'm not like really invested in anybody here, which is kind of annoying. It's like I feel like I still don't know them that well, but they've been on for so long.
There was no Mark and Mindy this week.
I know no Mark and Mindy this week. And they're my favorite. And there was no Moron and Moron.
Oh,
Juan and Jessica.
I like Moron and Moron, actually.
Yeah, I know you do.
I do. Guys, if you want to hear about our week and why Noelle is sick and where she specifically caught it from and her diagnosis and her prognosis, guys, go to...
Is that a conversation I missed?
It's a private podcast.
What did you talk about when I peed?
Patreon.com/trash talk podcast and join the Patreon for our other podcasts. Also, So Pumped to Vanderpump Rules podcast, Macaroni Rascals, a Jersey Shore podcast, and Recycled with Noelle and Michael.
You know what? Michael and I are recording tomorrow. We're covering an episode of Total Divas.
That's so diva-like.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be amazing. Patreon.com/trash talk podcast. Let's jump into the pool with Stevie and Maddie.
Don't like her.
No, there's something. She is much older than him too.
Okay, yes, but also I don't know, man. She's like, she's nasty to him. Like I just feel like she's so mean. And I got to tell you, I know that you're like, oh, I hate men. He's pretty nice.
He's pretty nice.
Even when he like doesn't like something, he's never yells ever. He's very calm with her.
He says what he doesn't like.
Yeah, right. And he's very calm about it. He doesn't expect her to read his mind, and he'll like ask her straight up for an answer, and she's just mean to him.
Yes, agreed. Yeah. So they're 40 days in.
That's crazy.
And he wants to get married quicker because of money, because there's like things that are going to increase the prices, fees, yada, 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 so on and so forth. Also, she's like, yeah, my dad's like super sick. Like he's going to die tomorrow.
I know. And it's like, I thought your dad had like
PTSD.
I almost said PTSD.
COPD?
And then I was thinking PCOS. And I'm like, none of those are right.
I think, honestly, sometimes I look at her dad and I'm like, he might have PCOS.
Maybe.
He does have a lot of hair on his chin.
I don't understand what he says. I have to tell you.
Okay. There is something so weird about the way he talks.
Yes.
So I don't know if you know this about me, but I was blessed enough to attend a cattle auction.
Okay. Interesting.
In Virginia.
Okay.
In Western Virginia, not West Virginia, but Western Virginia.
Oh, Virginia, the state.
Southwest Virginia.
That's crazy.
And this is how the cattle auctioneers spoke.
Really? Okay, yeah. Like swing,
yeah. But it's like it's almost like his jaw unhinges and then hinges and then unhinges and then hinges.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know what this guy is saying. I need subtitles for him.
Yeah, like I kind of get the gist of what he's saying, but like I don't know exactly what he's saying.
Agreed.
It's like when someone speaks Spanish and I know what's happening,
yeah,
but I couldn't translate exactly.
Agreed.
But I know what the gist of the convo is.
Yeah.
All right. So she needs her dad to walk her down the aisle.
Okay. Honestly, we never brought up that she got married again. I know I bring it up every week, but she's acting like this is the first and only time I'm getting married.
Noelle, this is all I think about.
Yes.
Now, before we talk about that, let's talk about her extensions that she cut herself 100%.
Tracey, her hair looks like that chick Mahogany's hair.
Her hair is when I cut my Barbie's hair.
Her hair. It's okay. So at the end of this episode, when she turns around and walks away, I was watching just the last 10 minutes with Matt, and he's like, oh, look at her hair. What a dick. And I was like, I'm like, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. That looks crazy. Usually her hair is curled, so I guess you don't notice it.
I guess you don't notice it. So she talks about the proposal, and she said that she's super skeptical of people.
Okay. Doesn't seem that way to me.
there's a secret marriage that you didn't tell us about.
Right.
Tell us about how
Also,
skeptical you were of him.
You brought a man here on a 90-day fiance visa after knowing him for 1 week.
Just saying, you're not
So,
that skeptical.
you're not
I gotta
that
tell you, I
skeptical.
would say that I am a little bit more skeptical than you.
You are
The skepticalist.
Here's the thing, though. You are, but in some cases, you're not at all. And I'm like, I think you should be skeptical.
Right. And I'm like,
And
no,
you're
I
like,
think this
no.
is fine.
Yeah. And I'm like, this is the time
Right.
where it's a crocodile. You
Right.
should be skeptical.
Oh, well, I'm not afraid of animals. I'm afraid of men.
No, but right. But you're afraid of like some men and then not others.
Right.
And it just confuses me.
Yes, I
And I'm like,
understand that.
now you should be skeptical. And you're like,
Right.
nope.
Yeah. You're like, he has a full
gun.
murder charge. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a
came
gun.
to-
He's waving it. You're like, meh. It's
I'm
like petting a lion.
Yeah, it's like, have I ever been bitten by a lion? No.
Right.
Have I ever been shot in the face by a man? Not really.
Oh, it's so funny.
Not
It's so trip.
exactly.
You're so skeptical and not.
Right. I am, but she is not.
She's not at all. That's
She's
the
not at
problem.
all. So her
Mhm.
dad is super concerned, but he's like, yeah, of course I'm going to walk you down the aisle. I keep walking you down the aisle. Why do you think my lungs are in bad shape?
Right.
He's like, I've been marathoning you down the aisle every time you get married.
Over and over and over again.
Why is she making it like this is her one and only?
That's what bothers me. When she's
happened
not
the
being
last time?
forthcoming. Also, does Marty know that she was married before? I don't know.
You should call him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So she meets with Claire. There's 13 days to the wedding because now they sped up the wedding.
Also, of course, she's late because everyone can never be on time to anything.
Well, he also has a very bad stomach ache because
from
he
eating
ate pork
belly.
but he ate pork belly, and it's like, I would not have done that.
Yeah, I have news for you. The first time you eat pork belly, that gives me a stomach ache.
That's the
I
worst.
don't even do pork like that. Right. Mm-mm.
Belly for belly.
Mm-hmm. It's not the thing you should eat.
It's not for belly.
No.
He should have eaten pork like not belly.
Chop.
All right. So hold on. I have to cough.
Okay. Oh, poor Tracey.
They're going to the wedding venue. I don't know. I like inhaled something before we started.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So-
Also, weddings in Iran are not co-ed.
They're not co-ed and they're not they're dry.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Okay, so my friend had like an Orthodox Jewish
Yeah,
wedding.
I was gonna say they're not co-ed either, really.
Right, but they could be in the same room together.
But they can't dance together.
They can't dance together.
Mhm.
But the way he grew up, they have to be in separate rooms.
I think that's a great idea, honestly. Do I move? Like, I don't know what to do to get
I know, that's
that
for you.
always to happen.
That is not for me. No.
100% that is for me.
No. It's for me like sometimes.
No, all the time.
No,
Every single
that's-
man in another room. Amazing.
You know,
Comedy
it's so
show,
funny. Except
man's
for the
room.
men that are waving their guns at you. Then you're like, you could stay.
I'm like, he's just here to protect us.
Yeah, you're like, everything's fine with him. I'm not scared of him. You're like, don't mind his gold teeth. He's fine.
He doesn't bite that much anymore.
Don't mind his
It's kind of
prison
dull.
teeth.
It's actually a kind of dull bite.
Yeah, he has state issued teeth.
Everything's fine. Don't worry about that. Oh man. Okay, so they're in the courtyard and Claire is there with her husband and her baby.
Right. And this is a very small place.
It's cute though. I like it.
I know. It's just funny because anytime they say intimate, it just means small.
Yeah, it's just like a cozy apartment.
But it's a
like,
cute little place. Yeah.
Right. So they have to get married in 2 weeks or less, and his family in Iran will not approve, so they will not be zooming in.
Right. Okay. That's fine. Because they'll see, women and men together. Okay.
Okay, now, is this
Yeah.
not the most Tracy coded thing in the world?
What? Tell me.
Claire's like, do you want to bring any of your artwork, like a picture of me naked to your
Yeah.
wedding?
Oh, that is you, though. And then when you painted that picture specifically of me naked, what was the best part about it?
And
What
would you
was
like
your
to
favorite
display
part?
That? Would you like
Right.
to display that part by my seat?
Do you want it behind? No. Do you want it behind you guys so everyone can look up at it and see it as they eat dinner?
We could put it right behind the dais.
They could just look up
Do you
at
want
me.
the front nude one or the
Yeah.
back nude one?
What do you think? I want everyone to put a ballot box.
You know what we should play? We should play pin the tail on the donkey.
Pin the tail on Tracy.
I
You're
think that
right.
would be
This
good.
is the most Tracy
is
thing
me.
ever.
Okay, so she said that she's listen, this is obviously scripted.
Yeah.
She wants him to know, oopsies, she painted her friend Claire naked. And he's like, I don't know, she's giving me bisexual vibes again. I have bad news for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Marty.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
I know, but I have bad news for you.
Right.
If you think that she's bisexual because she's seen her friend naked,
Jesus, I am a full-blown lesbian. That
it's like wait until you find out about
left and right.
Wait until you find out about dressing rooms. Wait until you find out about trying clothes on at home with your friends.
But also, I mean, we have all been brainwashed, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
He has obviously been brainwashed.
No, he's brainwashed.
He doesn't know. Yeah, he doesn't know.
Okay, so now Claire is worried that he'll be very controlling of her. Okay, so here's the thing.
He's not controlling at all.
What about all of the men that have painted naked men?
No, I get it, but when in this whole time, the minute we meet him, she brings him to all these places, New Orleans, this, that. He's down with everything. He's like, this is so cool. Now, because he is questioning one thing, he's suddenly going to be controlling her.
Right. Yes.
That's not true. And I actually hate that stigma. That's
also,
terrible.
Michelangelo, he sculpted David.
You just need to just keep bringing up men because you just don't like them.
No, Michelangelo sculpted David.
Okay.
So it's like, is he gay?
He may be
actually,
to him. Yeah,
was.
Right.
No, but actually Michelangelo was a little
Sure.
He was rumored to be gay.
He was rumored to be gay.
He was rumored. I heard it at work.
You heard it.
I heard it in the lunchroom at work.
But it's like
I saw him leave one night with a guy.
Oh, okay. Michelangelo.
They were necking.
Leonardo.
Donatello was with him.
Oh,
yeah.
3 of them.
Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael.
Look at that.
Yeah. And they were all gay.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay.
The teenage gay mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
Mutant was actually a gay slur.
Mutant. Good. Okay. Anyway, back to Earth.
Anyway. Why are you being like that?
I feel bad for him. I feel like she is a bitch. That's how I feel.
Wow, Noelle.
I feel like she's a bitch.
How
I feel
poetic.
like when she has a problem with anything, she expects him to like kiss her ass and reassure her every 2 minutes. She's so sensitive. He cannot say one thing right. But the minute he has an issue and he asked her about it,
she's like, I'm not answering that.
Right. She evades the question to be a fucking bitch.
Like taxes. Evaded like taxes.
That's right. And you know what? She needs to get audited.
She needs to get audited. But you know what? Noelle, this episode is brought to you by Soul.
Cool.
Are you sick of drinking your calories or waking up hungover? Do
Yes.
you love going out with your friends, but you don't always want to drink?
Yes.
You can reach for Soul's out of office gummies instead. They are a perfect little lift to keep the good vibes going and give that light social buzz without the hangover.
Love that.
Sometimes you need just a little something in the middle of the afternoon to help you get through the rest of your inbox. Or something at the end of the day. Yeah. Something at the end of the day to make your evening more enjoyable. And that's where today's sponsor, Soul, can help.
Well, Tracey, I was telling you before, I need something to get through the day.
Okay.
More days than not.
Out of office THC gummies by Soul. Okay. The first thing, of course, I care about is the flavor.
Yeah.
So they have raspberry, blue raspberry,
okay,
watermelon, and blood orange, all at different strains. So they have 1.5 milligrams, 3 milligrams, 6 milligrams, and 10 milligrams.
Blood orange. I could do blood orange.
Right?
Yeah. Sounds delicious.
It does sound delicious. Soul is a wellness brand that believes feeling good should be fun and easy. Soul specializes in delicious hemp-derived THC and CBD products designed to boost your mood and help you unwind. Their best-selling out-of-office gummies were designed to provide a mild, relaxing buzz, boost your mood, and enhance creativity and relaxation. They come in 4 different strains, so you can find the perfect dose for your vibe. Choose from a gentle microdose, perfect buzz, a noticeable high, or a fully lit experience. With wellness at the forefront, you can feel good about what you're putting in your body. All of Soul's products are made from organically farmed, USA-grown hemp and are vegan, gluten-free, thank God, and low in sugar.
Even better for you.
Well, if you like their out-of-office gummies, you got to try their new out-of-office beverage, a refreshing alcohol-free alternative, perfect for summer sipping. And you know what? I brought it out with me the other night because I didn't want to bring beer somewhere.
That's a much smarter idea.
And
than bringing beer.
everyone loved it. They're like, when are you bringing more? I was like, okay, relax, guys.
I got more.
Plus, Soul has so many other amazing wellness products with or without the THC, including a variety of gummies and capsules that can improve sleep, stress, pain, focus, bloating, and more. Bring on the good vibes and treat yourself to Soul today. Right now, Soul is offering my audience 30% off your entire order. Go to getsoul.com and use the code fiance. That's getsoul.com and promo code fiance for 30% off. Isn't that nice?
That sounds great.
I gotta tell you, they also have the cream, the lotion for.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm trying to see exactly what it's called, but it's been very helpful for neck pain.
That sounds great. I have to tell my mother-in-law about that because she has a lot of trouble with her neck.
Yeah, I also have a lot of trouble with my neck.
Yes, you do. I've heard that in your hips.
It's called Rapid Relief Cream.
Cool. Awesome. I'm going to pass the word along.
Targeted relief for stubborn pain. And guess what?
What?
It has 1,500 milligrams of highly potent CBD.
Awesome. Okay. Sounds great.
Zero THC.
Zero THC. Well, it's in the lotion.
It's in the lotion. Just saying. Anyway, all right. Moving on to Sean and Aaliyah, which was a lot of the meat of this episode.
Yeah. Yes.
So no pun intended. So 36 days to the wedding.
Her spoolie is stuck to the dog, my favorite dog in the whole world.
Oh my God. Maxwell?
I need this dog.
He's so cute and he's so nice.
Okay, but that's the thing. He just wants to hug.
He just likes to hug.
I say this and Chico's staring at me like, bitch, I know what you're talking about.
Listen, Chico, get a life, Chico. Go get a job.
Sorry.
Wow, you just gave him the finger. That's crazy.
I gave him the finger.
All right, so they're heading north for this engagement party, and they're going to, but really it's a engagement party / meet and greet.
Right.
Please. I dare you to call my engagement party that.
Of meet and greet, please.
She packs so much makeup. So here's the thing. I like their relationship because the way they joke around makes me LOL, but she doesn't love it.
No, but I like it.
I like it. It's like, come on, Aaliyah. You got to lighten up because guess what? That was funny. When he was like, oh, I thought you were going to do all the backup dancers' makeup.
I know. That's the thing. I do feel like Aaliyah's a tiny bit of stick in the mud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Well, no one knows they're engaged.
Yeah, because nobody even knows about Aaliyah until right now.
This dog is in the back seat like a person.
Fine. Great. Sitting there, hanging out.
Sitting there.
Yep.
Sitting up like
What's
a
next?
human.
Yeah. I love this dog.
Oh my God. So they're going to Sonoma and she doesn't like when he makes fun of her. And they're driving on
the Golden Gate Bridge.
No, but they're driving on Lombard Street first.
Oh yeah, Lombard Street.
Lombard there. Yeah. Do you love that street?
I love that street. I do actually have pictures from that street too. I love it there. I will tell you this, in Sonoma, it's like all like wineries and stuff. So I was there with Linda when we were in Florida. I mean, Florida, in California.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy.
We were there, and she's very scared to drive, which I don't like to. You know, when there's like how in West Virginia has all cliffs.
Yes.
So Linda's terrified of that. So she was asking me to do everything I could not to do that. And there was this one area, it was like, okay, to leave, you had to go through these cliffs. And to leave, you had to go through these cliffs. And I was in the middle of it. And I just kept going back and forth. I'm like, I don't know what to do. We're never leaving Sonoma. Like, I don't know what to do because and then finally I'm like, you got to just close your fucking eyes because we got to get out. It's dark now. Like, we have to get out of there. It was great. We spent the entire day there trying to
avoid the cliffs.
Yes. It was so funny.
Like, now it's pitch black and we have
cliffs. And I'm like, now I have to drive on a cliff in the blackness.
Great. Good job. There's a lot of farms. She said it reminds her of horror movies.
Yeah, I could see that.
Right, but it's like, wait until you get to West Virginia.
Oh God, isn't that the truth?
That's like, this is actually the opposite of the horror movies.
Yeah.
So they go to his mom's house and she cries when she sees her.
Oh my God, it was really sweet. First of all, his mom is the best.
His mom is very nice, except.
Yeah. You don't like all her decor?
Listen, I don't like all her decor, but that's not what I was going to say.
Oh,
so we meet Wookie. Is Wookie alive?
Okay, I'm not 100% on that.
So
I like that she just throws Wookie at Aaliyah.
Wookie was alive at one point. I don't think anymore.
No, I think it's like taxidermied.
It is 100% tax. Is this a Lopsa? I mean, this thing is not groomed at all.
I don't know. It's not groomed. I know I have a problem with the no grooming.
Yeah. So, okay. Also,
yeah,
his mother looks like Dr. Pepper from Married at First Sight, but like 40 years later.
Dr. Pepper?
Yeah. Go ahead, Google her. Dr. Pepper, Married at First Sight.
I was saying, isn't that like a drink?
It's also a doctor. It's also a marriage doctor.
All right, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Dr. Pepper, Married at First Sight.
She has her Christmas Village out all year long. Good for her. You go, girl. Good for you.
Okay, well, you should go get committed.
My fucking name is Noelle Winters. What do you expect from me? You don't think I like a Christmas Village?
Nothing good.
Okay, Dr. Pepper.
Married at First Sight.
Married at First Sight. Okay.
She looks just like her.
I could see that. I could see that. I mean, many years before her. But
yes.
Okay.
Okay, so whatever. They're talking, and he tells his mom he's not 100% happy, but Aaliyah goes to get her a gift in the car. What was the gift?
That's what I want to know. What was the gift?
I don't know.
What was the gift? Also, these are very, very pristinely white couches. Good for her.
Well, I mean, the dog's not alive.
That's true. The dog is alive, but Maxwell is alive and well.
Maxwell's alive and sits in Aaliyah's seat when she gets up and is just like, go ahead, tell me the tea.
I live here now, right?
Okay, so now it's the day of the meet and greet.
Mm-hmm.
And Aaliyah is wildly late.
Okay, annoyed. Everybody is always late. It annoys me so bad. Don't you want to make a good impression? But like, they're like very extremely late. Like late to the point where everybody's like annoyed. Yeah, that's stupid.
Okay, so we meet Sean's family. They're very nice.
They're all so nice.
So the thing is, I'm so glad. So who was the guy he was talking to? I didn't write down. Was that just a friend of his, the older guy?
Alfred. Yeah, that's one of his friends.
Okay. Thank you, Alfred.
Yeah,
Thank
Alfred's
you
a doll.
for bringing up the age difference is wild. It's like, hello?
It really is, though. Yeah.
She's trans, he's gay, whatever.
She
no one cares
hasn't
about that.
lived her life yet.
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
That is the problem. But everyone's like, oh, cool, whatever. Yeah.
I mean, like, this is mean. This is mean.
No, do it. Say
this
it.
is mean.
Say it.
I was expecting his children
to be not
be
like
a little different than that.
A little different.
A little different. His children are from like Appalachia, and I was expecting something different.
His children are from where the horror movies are made.
Yeah, I was expecting something different. Good on his daughter for asking Aaliyah's pronouns.
Okay, but also she kind of had a little bit of an attitude though. But then I'm like, oh, maybe she's just like a little.
Yeah, I think she's just a little.
Yeah.
I mean, his son is a little.
Very I could see that he might also like Barbara Streisand. I could see him
100%
being really excited to inherit his father's costumes.
Yes. He's like, I would like Barbara Streisand's dress.
Yeah, and he's like, I will fight you to the death. And he's like, bring it.
100%. Yes. Agreed.
All right. Speaking of, let's talk about Imani, Ani, and Matt, who Matt calls a meanie.
Why
Matt,
does he call her?
You don't know your wife's name. You just don't know your wife's name.
You really don't know your wife. It bothers me so bad.
Oh, God. All right. So Matt's so hurt.
Also, okay. She's 30.
Yes. Okay. I wrote it down. And he's 36. And how old's Ani?
Okay. I don't know.
But they've known each other for 10 years. So she was 20 and he was 26.
Right. But she said that they met in college. They dated in college. She made it like they were the same age.
Yeah, but he could have gone to college a little bit later.
I guess, but I don't know, man. I just feel like I was not expecting this age difference.
Me too. I wrote it down. 30, 36.
I want to know how old Ani is.
There's no way to know. You would have to cut her leg off and cut the rings.
Let's count her dots.
That's a ladybug. She's
what was I thinking?
Don't be stupid, Noelle. A tree, not a bug.
Oh God! Yesterday I tell Tracey, I'm like, oh, I took a COVID test. It's negative again. You're like, oh, okay, so you're just stupid.
Well, you keep failing. You took 7 COVID tests. You can't even pass one of them.
You're like, oh, okay, you're just stupid. That was so funny.
Oh, one day you'll get better at these tests.
Man. That was so funny.
Stop, you're giving me a red face. All right, so he FaceTimes with his friend Eric.
Yeah.
And he says to his friend Eric, she loves her and doesn't really care for me.
He's not wrong.
But that's not what she said.
Yeah.
Also, you're really upset about this.
I was going to say,
she was
why
lying.
is
You're
he
a
acting
man.
So
You're
dramatic?
a man.
I know.
These are things that men say. So you know for a fact that this is a woman who's acting like a man and lying like a man.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. That's what I would have said to a meanie to shut her up too. I'd be like, I love you so much more. I don't even like Matt.
I'd be like, hey, Matt's a loser.
Yeah, I'm only in this for you. I don't even like him.
watch this. And then I would give
Yeah,
him.
but meanwhile, she was like banging him while Amini was sleeping. So obviously she might like him a little.
But that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So Amini wakes up and sees him on the balcony and leaves the hotel because she's so mad he's on the phone because he's definitely talking about her.
She's like, he's talking shit about me.
It's like, what a nice marriage.
Yeah.
So she goes to the beach and he finds her on the beach. She's just yelling at him. What happened? Why are we all fighting?
Okay.
Nothing happened.
Okay. But she has a full lesbian tattoo on her shoulder.
Okay. I feel like we are finding the puzzle pieces.
Yes. There is a little more here to this. How old is this tattoo, miss?
It's 30 years old.
Yeah. I would like to know a little bit about when you
Did
got
that
this
tattoo go to college with Matt?
That's what I want to know. Is Matt just a phase? What's happening?
Count the dots.
Count the dots.
On the tattoo. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's yelling at him because she's mad that he doesn't have a better relationship with Ani. But if he spoke to Ani, she'd kill him.
She would kill him. I know. He can't win.
He cannot win. Speaking of
and
not
he's
winning.
like, okay, I want to get through to Ani. Help me.
Yeah. And she's like, don't talk to her.
Right. How dare you? You want to be with her?
Okay. I don't know what to do. All right. Sarper and Shekinah.
Okay. A flashback of him throwing her a lollipop. I forgot about that.
I know. Wow. Also, they're on the bridge with the full band of Fleetwood Mac.
I know. This is so dramatic.
This can't be real, right?
No, unfortunately, I think it is real.
Okay.
They take themselves very seriously.
First of all, they've never, ever, ever smiled in their whole lives. No one in that family has ever smiled in their lives.
I don't even know who's meaner of all of them.
They must have watched their parents get murdered in front of them.
But that's what I was going to say. Like, their parents are definitely brother and sister, and there was like a murder-suicide.
Yes, this was a murder-suicide 100% in front of the kids. And then they were like, to commemorate our parents, we will forever have a battle of the lips.
Yeah, we will never smile again for the rest of our lives.
We'll never smile again. We'll overline our injected lips. We'll gloss them up.
Yes.
We will draw in our Cupid's bow. And that's because we loved mommy and daddy right before
and
they
we
died.
Will all wear different cut shirts. Everyone chooses their own
It's
cut.
like bridesmaids. It's like, you can't wear a halter. She's wearing a halter. You need to go strapless.
God, it's so true. I'm watching this and I'm like, something very bad happened to everyone here.
Like, I'm going
Shariah's number one.
I mean, do you think they've ever laughed or smiled ever?
No.
In the history of the world? Okay.
No, it's like, what happens when Shariah has sex with her boyfriend? I'm just saying.
Nothing.
What happens? She's dead in the eyes.
So Sarper's like, I can't tell how they feel. It's because they've never felt in their lives.
They can't tell how they feel either.
They have never felt.
They can't feel anything.
Nothing. All right. Well, anyway, he loves Montana. There's 69 days to the wedding. Everything's great. But a week later, dun, dun, dun.
This fight.
Okay, but this is a fight over nothing. This is a fight over everything and nothing at the same time.
But let's just say this. There's audio.
Yeah.
She goes, I came home from work. I thought you worked in your house.
Right.
And I cooked you dinner.
Okay. Now we're allowed to cook?
So not only were you working outside of the house, but you came home and cooked. What did you cook? I thought you couldn't cook.
Toast?
You made it a meal. I thought we weren't allowed to do that. I thought it was takeout, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Right. That was a weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said that she's planning to get an office.
Right. So they could just enjoy their house.
But did you start cooking early? Did you prematurely start cooking and then also pretending to go outside to practice what it's like?
That's what I want to know.
I don't know, but he calls his cousin and he said that he was booking a flight and his cousin's like, well, you have to figure out if you want to use this visa. I'm like, you should use the visa, Sarper.
But also he's like, when they were fighting, he's like, I hate your face. That made me laugh so hard. He didn't know what else to say. He's like, I just hate your face. And she's like, you hate my face?
Yeah. But okay. She was trying to like expose him with that audio. And it's like,
and it did nothing.
You got in a fight.
You got into a fight and you lied about cooking in your apartment.
You lied about cooking and working.
You exposed your lies.
You exposed your lies and your cooking.
Yeah, that's it.
You exposed your
nothing else to see here.
Your salmon, whatever. What's that thing where you cook in the water?
Sous vide?
Yeah,
salmon sous vide. Right, because that's all you're allowed to do is boil your food in this house.
In a sealed bag, and then you have to cut a tiny little pinhole and squeeze it right into your mouth.
Yuck. That's what I want right now, a little pinhole.
Speaking of a little pinhole, let's talk about Greg and Joan.
This was interesting.
All right, so Lucy's collecting some eggs, and it's 65 days to the wedding, and
I
his
think it's
mom.
really cool that they have a chicken coop.
I like it too. So his
Yeah.
mom comes into his bedroom, and she's mad that Joan takes her 2 showers a day.
That is so funny.
It is funny though, but
It
here's the thing.
is.
I'm watching
Yeah.
this and I'm like, I just know this woman. I just know
Yeah,
her.
I
And
know
I'm like,
you do.
oh, she's from Bob's Burgers.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. Yes, she is. There is something so disturbing about her lipstick to me.
Yeah, it's Lauren's mom.
Yeah, it freaks me out. I'm like, something very bad happened to you too. I think you saw something traumatic as well.
You might have watched Shekinah's parents get killed.
Yeah, I think you
her
were there
brother
too. I think you were on the commune also. Her brother and sister parents. I think you watched them get killed.
Oh man. Who's the mother in Bob's Burgers? What's her name?
I've seen it, but I would never know the names.
Lily? Yeah. I guess so.
Let's
No.
see.
No, that's the mother. Who's the mom? Linda. That's Linda.
mother.
Linda Belcher. That's
see.
Linda Belcher. Look at Linda. Look at her.
Yeah, it is.
It's just Linda. Just saying. Anyway. So she's like, look at the bedroom. It's so clean.
I know she likes it, but she doesn't like how clean Joan is, though.
Right? So she tells him she wants the wedding at a VFW hall.
Yeah, I don't blame her though. I don't want it at my house either.
Hello.
Because she's gonna have to do everything.
Yeah. So he's like, I can make better food, and it's like, Greg, you don't have a job,
right? And then he's like, food isn't even that expensive. Okay.
Okay, Greg.
You're gonna cook for 75 people, but here's the thing: you're not gonna do any of it.
Joan's like, oh well, we have to save money, so we have to have it in the house. You still have to pay for things in the house.
Right. And then she's like, and he has to do the dowry. That was a trigger word for Lucille.
Lucille is so mad that she needs so many cows.
Yes, she was very mad.
Okay.
She's like, I don't even know what they're going to do with all these cows. It's like, I don't know, man.
It was so disrespectful, but also like so funny.
It was so funny. I know. It was so it made me LOL.
She's like, what are you going to do with all these cows? Oh, you need more cows?
It's funny because she doesn't understand.
She doesn't get it.
Why.
She thinks that they're just like stacking them up in the closet.
Right.
Oh, now you're going to cow hoard?
Oh, God, that's
and
so
like,
true.
Lucille, you have a ton of chickens.
Right. Who are you to talk?
What are you doing? So they're gonna go see the venue. They are, and Greg's ready to party and black out and get drunk.
Oh God, ew! I thought that they went. I have to tell you, they pull up to this place, and I'm like, this is the Miller Ridge Inn. I have been to so,
but it's not. This is basically a VFW hall. This is an Italian like clubhouse.
No, I know. I wrote
it's Marconi's or something?
Yeah, it's Marconi Manor, but I wrote Google Emma Macaroni because that's what I thought it was called at first. I'm like,
I mean, I gotta tell you,
yeah,
the sign is not clear.
No, it was not clear, but yes,
it
Marconi
is
Manor.
Emma Macarona.
That's what it
literally on the sign.
That's what I wrote.
It's in Islip, New York. Also, I love that all the B-roll is just they live on a boat.
I know. And it's
like a seagull on the pier. It's like
wrong.
No. All right. So she's like, oh, open bar all night. It's like, what wedding do you go to that the bar closes 15 minutes into the reception?
I know. She's like, you don't have to worry about last call.
Yeah, that's what we were all worried about.
Yeah, that's what we were worried about. Okay, Lucille.
Okay, $8,900. You get a DJ. You get all the food. How many people?
You get a cake. 75.
Okay.
You get a cake.
You get a cake?
I'd be
all
like,
the
okay.
decorations, the flowers.
Yeah. You don't have to do shit. Okay.
I'll give you $9,000.
Right. It sounds great.
It's not bad. Also, the place is kind of fancy.
No, it was actually nice. Like, I wonder how the food is and stuff because I'm like, oh, I would pay for this there.
We should go there and be like, do you have any kind of sample menu? Do you remember when we did that? The tasting
I'm getting
menus?
married. We did it everywhere. I'm getting married. Let's go
we
to
almost
everything.
Exploded.
And then my mom was like, oh, I want to come get free lunch.
Lunch.
And you're like, that's not how this works, Andrea. Oh, that was so funny.
Oh man. So his mother's like, okay, how about I pay for the wedding, you pay me $1,000.
Okay.
And me and your father will pay.
I'm telling you, I knew he existed.
What do you think
Still
it is?
can't
He just
exist
doesn't.
on loan alone.
So you think that he just doesn't want to film?
I think he doesn't want to film. But you know what? It's just I do think it's weird that they don't even mention him.
Right.
That's
It's like you don't
strange.
have to film, but
But
like,
also, they don't mention that he has a sister because she's like, "Oh, we could go where your sister had her baby shower," and it's like, hold the fuck up. There is
You
a
have-
sister and a father that we don't know about.
come on,
It's
guys.
so weird because it's. I think it's because they want us to think that they're in this weird codependent relationship.
Right.
Lucy
And there's not
Greg.
the father.
Yeah. Hmm.
I get it.
But I think that was really nice because I actually wasn't expecting her. I
No,
guess
she was
that's
being
why
super
she was
nice. She's like, that's what family does.
Yeah, that was so nice. Give
She's
me
like, okay, great.
$1,000.
Could you let me take a shower? I'll give you 1,500.
But it's like now he's gonna be like, "Hey, sourdough for everyone," like with all this.
Who wants some head bread?
Right? Because he's got that extra $4,000 now.
Well, you better buy those cows.
You better buy those cows.
Guys, if you want to talk about this podcast or the show that we're watching on the television, make sure you go to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk on Facebook, join the group, answer the questions. You'll get in and you can talk to us. If you want to follow the show, it's 90 Day Podcast on Twitter and 90 Day Trash Talk. I don't know what it is. 90 Day Podcast on both of them, I think.
90 Day Podcast.
Yeah, there's no way to know on Instagram. Follow Noelle at NoeGirl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm at Trixie2Zini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Check out my upcoming stand-up comedy tour dates, TraceyCarnazzo.com. Also, Trash Talk Podcast on TikTok and YouTube. And leave us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on whatever platform you listen to us on. And we'll see you next week.
Sounds great.
It sounds not great. Goodbye.
Bye.